What up, what up, what up? What's up, collective? How are you today? I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for coming to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Chat in the chat with me. Let me know that the reading is resonating with you. Okay? Okay. All right. We're going to get started with what you call it? See? I knew it. This will be the night. We're going to get started with a collective. And then as the folks come in, we will move on to individuals. Black Cherry, what up, boo? Monica got a new spiel saved in her notes, so I'm pretty sure she'll come on and she put it on and you could capture it, I guess. I don't know how that works for y'all in the background. But she did make up one. She did make it up. So how you doing, boo? What's going on with you? I had a long behind productive day, but a long day. Got the uncle in his assisted living housing. I can't even tell you how many. I had to have driven 200 miles today. Yeah, easily 200 miles. Yep, it had to be 200 miles. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know you gotta follow with me offline. You got to follow up with me offline. I am physically, but not mentally exhausted because I needed to get him settled so that I could not have to wait for the paperwork and if it's going to happen and all of that stuff. Now he's there. The only thing we got to do, clean out that apartment and then he be settled. You know what I mean? But yeah. Plus, the back and the forth and the temporary stuff, like rehabs, that's not fun. Never knowing when they're going to say, all right, get out. They kept him. Like, we got him in the right place to hold on to him till we got this settled. And I am grateful to God they were able to do that. Whew. All right, so we're going to do a quick collective. Let's see what the energy is. I mean, hopefully the energy is different because I'm not gonna lie, the energy's been like, I mean, the truth is the truth. That's all I can say. But the energy has been um more of the same of the person from the past don't want to change. Like that's an old story, and it's like it's just on repeat because the person or the people or the whoever's person is so stubborn. That's really tiring. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to see some breakthrough energy or something because what the fuck, excuse my language, but I'm just saying, like, it's getting very old to keep seeing that in the cards, how this person cycles, how this person is not honest, and I'm tired of that. I mean, if it's the truth, it's the truth, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't make it up. I can't make it be what it ain't, or are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, like I'm just tired of that. Like, why we gotta keep, you know what I'm saying? In past persons, people's past persons. Hear me out in the energy. Hear me out in the 5D. Get your stuff together. That's the nicest way I could put it. Get it together, or you gonna grow up lonely. Monica and I talked about this briefly, and I forgot to go back to my Facebook because, like I said, I don't do Facebook. You keep catching me. I don't know what it is about the algorithms, but Monica, I see your post. It'll hit me with a notification. Everybody else is like, eh. But I'll go back to what I was telling you before. Nowadays, people want to call themselves these popular loners, right? They think that's a flex. It's not a flex because guarantee you what I just dealt with, what I just began with regarding my uncle, you do not want to be a popular loner because you grow up to be a lonely old person who has pushed aside anything good in their life and miss out on the fact that you could have grown old with someone. You know what I'm saying? Monica, put your spiel up if you can. You got it ready. So it's like, why think that that's cute to be a pop? People know you, but you are alone because you can't trust nobody. But the reason why you can't trust anybody is because you can't really trust yourself. And the reason why you can't trust yourself is because you're not being honest with yourself. Because you're too busy entertaining something you shouldn't entertain, and it keep hurting you. So you get to become this little hermit, thinking that that's cute. That's not cute. That's don't make no sense. That's like, anti-human being because we are not islands. We're not meant to be alone. And people thinking that it's okay to push people out of their lives and make all these mistakes and then not correct them or not take accountability and then still want access to people. That's selfish, first of all. Selfish. And then that energy just keep coming up, and it's not just my reading. So I can feel like, I'm like, okay, am I projecting? No, I'm reading the cards as they are. I'm getting the energy as it is, and then I will click on somebody's channel I like, and it's only I think I listened to maybe 3 on a rotation, meaning that's what comes up in my algorithms. That's what I subscribe to. 3 regular and maybe 2 here and there. The rest of them I subscribe to, I barely see them anymore. All I know is them starting 5. Whenever I decide to tune into their readings, it's pretty much the same energy. So collectively, we need some healing. Okay, that's why I keep running to redirect the channel back to healing because it don't make no damn sense for folks to be so traumatized that they won't try to do better, that you would stay in misery, that you'll be addicted to trauma so badly that you won't improve your life. That makes no sense to me. Now, again, I'm not a psychologist, so there's parts of it I understand and parts I just can't get with. It don't make no sense to me. None. How you want somebody healthy, but then you don't want to be healthy either? Like, make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Make it make sense. All right, let me do the collective. Carmen is first because Carmen is going to tune in later. She cashed at me earlier today, and then we go from there. Oh, Daddy back already? He's back already. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know, excuse me, or be aware of? Blame. Come on, son. All right, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Right, we got to stop blaming. Folks got to stop blaming. That's part of the problem with the other person collective. The person that won't make the changes in their life, the problem ends up being, what you got? Oh, okay. I want to fry too later. Um, the problem with the blood. I was about to say. This is the crux of the issue. The person in question, the person that won't take responsibility, that's been in the last 4 readings, I think. They blame others for their problems, which the blame probably starts with others. right? But when you are an adult, it now becomes your responsibility not to do what others have done to you. It becomes your, let me say it again, your responsibility to not do what others did to you. You can't keep blaming the person that did it to you. Because if you're blaming somebody and they're actively doing it, then it's also partly your responsibility, because it's your responsibility to choose yourself and cut it out. I can't stop nobody from being who they are. We talked about this before. We can't change anybody. But what I can do is extract myself from a situation that I feel is unhealthy for me and just leave you alone. Right? Then you can go do whatever it is that you want to do to whomever you want to do it, but you ain't going to do it to me. Right? That's me taking accountability. I'm not blaming you for nothing, because guess what? You can't do it to me no more. Okay. I'll see you Tuesday. Tell me more. Look. I feel like Spirit is being funny. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So, let me tell you something. When you heal from people pleasing specifically, you no longer hold that guilt. That guilt, it don't belong to you no more. And I don't care what nobody say to you. I don't care what they try with you. It won't work, because you recognize your role, your responsibility, and how you protect yourself. So this guilt game, that don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? So blame and guilt, when you start to transmute that energy, when you start to recognize who it belongs to and leave it where it is, you things shift. Things shift. I don't feel bad no more. I had explained to a sibling. She said, you could always. I'm gonna just say what she said. You could always go by so and so's house. You can always visit them, see how they doing. And I was like, I know. She's like, nothing's stopping you. I was like, I know. Nothing but me is stopping me. I know full well I could go over there, say what I want to say, see who I want to see, hug, love, whatever I want. I know. She's like, okay. I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? She was saying it like, you don't have to feel some kind of way. You could go. I'm like, I don't choose to go. And I don't feel guilty that I don't go. And I know that if something should happen, I know that everything that was said between us has already been said. So it ain't gonna be no guilt like I should have been there the last 5 years. I'm good. I got peace the last 5 years, 10 years, however long it's been. I don't even know. I think it's longer than that. But what I'm saying is, I'm good with my decision. I'm not trying to please nobody else but me. And if it pleases me to leave people the hell alone, that's the hell I'm going to do. And now I realize that's part of healing from people pleasing. That's not all that it is, but that's a part of it. So when you start recognizing whatever your people pleasing mechanisms are, start to work on that and heal from it. Give yourself guilt-free passes. Like, I don't have to feel bad that I didn't come to so and so's party. I done had 15 parties and they ain't never come to mine. Like, I don't know what your deal is. I'm just throwing something out there. My point is, you don't have to always be the one. You don't. Tell me more. I see 4 people, 1 like. Can I have some more likes for the algorithms, y'all? Please and thank you. Oh, come on. Okay, so let me make an announcement, because Monica put it in there. Donation readings after talking to the moderators, the team. Donation readers are now $10 after today, or today going forward, I should say, for one question and 15 for follow up. Meaning you'd have to already pay for that at 15 if you know there's going to be subsequent on that reading, because my readings are very thorough. I don't give you 1, 2 cards, maybe even 3. I'm doing 5 cards like it's a whole reading almost, right? Because I do go through a lot more cards in an hour reading. But the point is, I'm giving you a lot for very little. And we had a discussion and we decided to change the rate. Okay. So I'm just going to say that out loud, but it is on the screen already for everybody to know. If you paid already, that's fine. But for the most part, that's what's going to be going forward. What else? Yeah, and that $15 would have to be up front, because when I'm reading and Spirit has released me from the reading and I have moved on, I will not be going backwards. I will not be answering subsequent questions. I have already moved on. So if I know and can anticipate there's some kind of question that needs to be answered during that time, that would be a good time, from the onset, rather. Otherwise, you can always do um what you call it. You can always do a personal reading, right? Um, whew, my books will be open until June 23rd. No, my bad. June 21st. My books will be open until June 21st. I will have to decide after what point I will reopen them, because my schedule is about to shift into a whole nother something else. Okay, something else. So purpose. Find you some purpose, y'all. Okay, collective. Your person need to find them a purpose, right? And I say that to say, all the positivity gurus will say, your purpose is just you and you are. No, I get it. That's true, right? Your purpose could be to smile at somebody one day, to be the funny person. Your purpose could just be the quiet person. I don't know. Your purpose could be just about anything. But when I say find your purpose, I mean, what do you love? Go do that. Go. You can heal in the things that you love. You know that, right? Like if you gardening, go garden. If you are excellent customer service and you love racking up stats, go be the best customer service agent and rack up them stats. You know what I'm saying? If you a real estate mogul, go buy up all them houses and flip them and put people in them. Go do what you love. Go do what you love. That's your purpose. Go do what you love because you're meant to do it. If you're a nurse, go be a nurse. If you're an event planner, go be an event planner. Whatever it is, go put your 100% in that. And not hyper focus, because sometimes people can overdo it, but put your passion into it. Put your love into it. Make it your baby. Like, you know what? I could tweak this, do that, add that, and it would be perfection. Go put your love into something that you do, that is for you, that brings you joy. Do that. Because if you sit and blame, which I'm glad is in the past energy, if you feel guilty or whatever, you start to permeate in all areas of your life. You got to start healing. When you live your purpose and you do what you love, you can do it unapologetically, right? I'll give you an example. I know a driver for Lyft, and she was saying how, she liked driving. She liked picking up passengers, enjoyed it. What she didn't enjoy is people getting in her cars with kids and no car seats. And so she was telling me the other day, she went to, I think it was a father and a child. She said the child, she carries a booster seat just in case, but the child couldn't have been more than, she said, 2, like a new walker or something. And the man had no car seat and she had to refuse the ride. And as much as she loved doing what she did, she decided not to people please that day and not take that ride, because one, she'd have put herself in jeopardy by doing so, right? Because she said, if the app or Lyft or whatever found out, they would suspend her account, or they could terminate, actually. What she say? And oh, if there was an accident, the child could have been, harmed fatally. And that also she could have got a ticket, and pulled over, and her license jacked up. Multiple things could have happened. I don't understand why parents would do that. Like, you got your precious cargo with you. Why wouldn't you have a car seat? Now, I'm pretty sure there's some drivers that will pick them up, but she's doing what she loves, and this is a part of her livelihood. So why would you? She's like, nah, I'm not gonna. Sir, I can't. She said that he was very nice. He didn't argue with her, but there was no, you're not getting in her car. You're not getting in her car with an infant. That's not gonna work. Yes, lead our hearts into light. That's right. Growth. Woo! And that's the biggest challenge everybody has. Everybody. So when you even on the healing journey, growth don't feel great. I'm gonna tell you. Because when you uncover things about yourself, you realize, oh, that was ugly. I need to work on that. I need to integrate that. I need to change some things. It's not easy to grow because growth involves change. But if you want to grow, you have to expand your consciousness and your awareness. It means you need to be aware of how you come across, what you do, and how it will impact people. You need to be conscious of these things, right? You can't just take things for granted. Tell me more. Oh, trust. Integral to any relationship, especially the relationship with self. Trust. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. A lot of people don't trust themselves. I tell you that because here we are, right? And the reason why I say that, here we are, because when you go to divination, most times when you sit down for a reading, you really are getting confirmation of what you already felt deep in your spirit. It's just interesting that the diviner could pull some of those things out of you that you haven't actually spoken outside, right? Because spirit, the 3D, the 5D energy can kind of flow back and forth. So that diviner picks up on that energy. When we read these cards, we're reading what's going on in your energy, right? But a lot of times we need these readings because we're not trusting ourselves. We're not trusting our inner voice. Where somewhere deep down we may be doubting, is this the right decision? Is this the right route to go? Is this the right person for me? Is this the right job for me? Like, we need that outside validation to reassure us that we are on the right path. Spirit is saying the likely outcome now for you going forward is to trust your inner guidance, not what somebody tells you. What do you get from what they told you? How do you feel about what was said or what was done or whatever? You know what I mean? What do your spidey senses feel like when somebody is telling you the truth or lying to you? How do you feel? Trust your gut. I can tell you how many times I've had to go with my gut instantly. Instantly. I know it. Only for people to prove, yeah, I was right. They was trying me. I know what time it is. I had to learn to trust myself. And then in hindsight, when there was major occurrences in my life, I realized it was the days that I trusted my gut the most and was led with that spared my life, literally. Like, literally. Okay. There was couples, I had quite a few, not a lot, but like more than that, maybe a handful, not more than that, maybe a handful of life threatening occurrences that I was aware of. I'm not going to say I didn't have more, but that I was aware of, and it's still in my memory. And it was the days I decided, let me go a different route. Let me try some, let me not do this. Let me not stay here. Okay. only for something to happen later that could have been a calamity. And Spirit says there is somebody, says I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Um, so I always get two, not always, but I tend to get two messages with this. Um, this card gives me the energy of somebody lacking maturity because they don't take things as serious as they should. Now, the lighter side of life is a good thing. You know, watch a good comedy, go outside in nature, enjoy your children, enjoy your friend groups or whatever, your family. Enjoy life, right? But this card comes up for me to demonstrate when somebody also does not take life seriously enough, that they don't respect the lighter side of life, meaning they don't respect the friendship groups, the romantic groups, the, you know what I'm saying, the relationships of life. They tend to take it for granted and ha ha he he, and not, you know, realize that they may, how they may or may not impact others. Yeah, I don't know, you know, if the app can do that, but they need that because, you know, refusing money is not good for anybody, especially if that's their livelihood. And these parents should, you know, get, I feel, reprimanded or something. You putting an infant in a car and you don't have a car seat. Like, what are you doing? Like, do you love and care for your child too? Because for real. All right, let me get on with Carmen. I've been preaching enough. Let me get on with Carmen. Carmen wants to know what could she look forward to. So let's see, Carmen. What can Carmen look forward to? Ooh, this deck is so slippery. Spirit, give me a message for Carmen. What does she need to? What can she look forward to? Okay. What does she need to know about what she can look forward to? Oh, that fell out. Ooh, releasing some stress and burn. Oh my gosh. Hello, Herman. Well, they got that Virgo card. A new beginning. Oh. It's a challenging lesson. Oh boy. Huh. Alright. I heard taking a trip on a rocket ship. One of them little kid songs is in my head, but I don't know how to I don't know how to say the song. Rocket ship. Little Einstein is in my head. I don't know. Eureka, I'm hearing. I don't know. You got burdens that you're dropping. Ten of Wands. That's in the past energy. That could be a couple things. Mom came to mind first, but I'll leave that to you. Hermit mode. I feel like though between the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords typically can indicate a liar, right? But it is also a card of intelligence and strategy. There is a whole story behind why this person is carrying 5 out of 7 swords. He was a spy between two camps, and he went to one crying about the other. He was from one side, and when they welcomed him into the camp, and when they were resting, he decided to go back to the other camp and take the 7 swords. Unfortunately, though, he could not manage them all, so he couldn't get away with it. But because he left 2 behind, he left evidence, basically a trail that he had tricked them. But again, the 7 of Swords is a card of strategy. So it's like, okay, this is about the job. So as you prepare to move on, it's a and this is only about the preparation phase. You want a new beginning because that's the challenge in the lesson. So this is not telling me that you have the new beginning. This is saying, how do I get to this new beginning? How do I get to start over to the next job, right? So that's what this is about. This is not love. This is strategy. So you are in your hermit mode. You're working on your stuff. I don't know if it's updating your resume, but you're strategizing, right? And secretly, because everybody cannot know what you're doing, right? They cannot know what, left hand can know what the right hand is doing, but you're strategizing. But Spirit said there is going to be an opportunity. With the Eight of Wands here, that's movement. That's go. That's energy. Let's get this thing started, right? And but the Five of Swords is here in reverse. Now, that indicates truth to me, but it also indicates defeat. Now, that depends on where the card is placed. And overall energy is like you get to be released, actually. It's a change. Fives are changes, and you get to be released. I feel like it's relief from the burden with the Ten of Wands. And I don't know why, but I'm not sure if that's mom. I feel like the releasing the burden is, but that's not all that is, because it's 10 wands there. So mom could be one, right? Because of the dynamics and the logistics of things. That she's just one wand. There's some certain things that this will release you of. Oh, financially? Hmm. This is like something that I'm hearing, like wiping out debts released. Like I don't know if you got student loans or you cleaned up your student loan or something about student loan. It's like you can, this is wiping out debt. I'm getting wiping out debt, or making things better, lightening your financial load. And it's funny because there's no coins here, but that's what I'm getting. Anyway, the challenge in the lesson is, how do I get this new start? But the Spirit says, like the wind is behind you. You got the wind beneath your wings. It's like you got the wind behind you, propelling you forward. Eight is about travel, movement, forward movement. Oh, and justice. So things start to balance out. Things start to become more fair. I'm hearing fair compensation. Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Yeah, okay. You got to stop overthinking though. So as you strategize, right? As you plan your escape, as you try to plan your movements, you got to get out of your head. So that's a common theme though. Your Virgo energy, that hermit is definitely representing you in your head. Virgos stay in their head a lot, because they're always plotting and planning. They're always strategizing what their next move is. Also, Virgos to me are known to make their fortune one penny at a time. They don't have no problem working hard. They're not the type of people, in my experience, to be um the type to skip out on something or try to cut too many corners to cut corners. Thank you. They're not that kind of people. They're the kind of people that will, you say, oh, stack all these blocks over here, and I'm gonna get 1,000 pennies. Okay, but if I stack these blocks over here, I'll get 20,000 pennies. All right, I'm gonna stack these and these. Like, they don't have a problem with working hard. They don't have a problem with organizing and being very anal about what they do. I just feel like you're going to get justice. Your scale's about to be balanced out. Something about fair compensation is coming. Um, if you have anything regarding court, it'll be fine. But if it's not, it's about things balancing out in your life. Like, you be reaching, I'm hearing you reaching the pinnacle of where you should be based on your knowledge and experience. Yeah, your knowledge and experience. But you got to get out your head. So your head, you for your own peace of mind, you have to change what you're thinking. If you have self-doubt, if you anything that feels like it's trapping you, it's time to change what you're thinking. Distract yourself with something else. If you're not Mark, no. If you're not actively um, doing any interviews, don't overthink it. That's what I'm getting. Don't overthink the process. You are you are qualified. You are worthy. You are the one. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. So take that how it resonates. Let me see. Let's pull one of these oracles. Willing release. Yeah, something. This 10 of Wands, you gotta let something go. Um, and like I said, with 10 wands, it's not just one thing. It's multiple. You gotta when you're in your hermit mode, right? Because you currently are. That's what is given. You have to analyze each area of life. Work. Is my work life balance adding up? Is my mothering adding up? Is my um, being a daughter that being handled properly? You know what I'm saying? Meaning the responsibility of a parent, not only just the responsibility of your child. Um, any other area of your life, is there something you need to release? It is time to start to peel the layers back. I feel like you already have with the 10 of Wands, but this is like you being more assertive about letting some stuff go so that you can get out of your head and concentrate on your future. Because again, this Fool energy is coming. Tell me one more. Broken open. Yeah, girl, you about to be excited because you're getting into uncharted sea. And I feel like that's more about the money coming in. Cha-ching. So it's like your pay level is going in areas that's that what they call above my pay grade type of feeling. Like you go from what they call those, like you go from a G10 to a G20 in government talk. I'm guessing because I heard somebody say that before. You know what I'm saying? Like your G status level done risen like 10 degrees. And you're like, oh, that's what it feel like to get that? Mm-hmm. Yep. Once you release some other things and get them things out your way and out your head and stop worrying about them. Yes, all of that. All of that. You gotta release. Also, with the child, you gotta give them possibly more responsibility. But that's what the 10 of Wands with the will and release is about. Maybe it's because you've already started that process. Keep doing it. Okay. So we're gonna get to Tuesday. Then Monica and then Black Cherry. Okay. I haven't gone on the Cash App, y'all. Just been running my mouth. All right, Spirit, give me a message for Tuesday. Let's timestamp that at 38:12. We call on Tuesday in the building. Spirit, give me a message for Tuesday. Hangman energy. Spirit said, you've been hanging in there. You've been hanging in there. Trying to see things at multiple perspectives. The Chariot. But it's right now feels very confusing. Oh, let me look at the question. Let me see that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, 38:12 for Tuesday. To Tower. So you avoided some kind of ending? Tell me more. Priestess. And King of Cups. I was about to say, it ain't about Avery for a minute, but then things went a little left with the King of Cups. Um, I'm drawn to the High Priestess in reverse. Something about the High Priestess in reverse. You got 3 major arcana here. I'm hearing self-worth, interrupting finances, but it's a script given by the High Priestess in reverse. But why is the Tower here? Now I need to know. Oh, because you're trying to find your way to your coins to balance you out. All right, hear me out. Spirit says you've been trying to be so good. You trying to be so good. They proud of you for trying to be so good. Like you've been trying so hard, right, boo boo? You just been like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stick this out. I'm gonna try hard. But you're trying hard in a situation of chaos and conflict, and it's activating the chaos and conflict within. And not that you're chaotic or conflictual. It's just that when you see injustice, it's like you cannot rest, right? So because you got a lot of things going on, you're trying to avoid a tower. You know what I mean? You're trying to avoid things being a mess, more messy than they already are. So you're doing your best trying to get your coins together, the little bit you got, and balance your shit out. I get it. However, you got a High Priestess in reverse trying to impact the equal give and take that you deserve. That's the challenge in the lesson, right? So there is something or someone that is trying to impact that. Now, the High Priestess in reverse typically indicates spell work. I'm not necessarily getting that, but I am getting somebody very meddlesome in your life that is messing with your coins. But you know, I'm teetering between coworker and mother figure, right? Not maybe if it's not your mother, because it could be your mother. It could be the way you were raised, but it's something about that is influencing how you give and how you receive. But I feel like that kind of takes a it's like the lies you've been told with the Ace of Swords in reverse. It's like you were you were fed something, right? And I feel like whatever this is I'm trying to I'm struggling with, it's not something you've shared with me yet. So I'm not drawing from anything you said in particular. I'm drawing from there's something from your past that impacts your now, not your future. Your now, which your now can impact your future, but you get what I'm saying? It's impacting your now. It feels like spell work. It feels like a curse. And it could be a generational curse because it could be a way of thinking that's slowing your progress down and causing you to be in environments where there's chaos and conflict and you always have to fight your way out of it. But I don't know what it is that, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty good with, oh, I'm telling you about love bombing and word salad and all that other stuff. I'm pretty good with pulling those things out, right? But I don't know what this is. But it's something involved with your upbringing. So it's not oh, I'm a, you know, like you can't go through no witchy ways and just reverse it. This is more, I feel like, psychological, but that it impacts what you attract and what you're involved in and what you accept and what you do now. It's like the script, the unknown script that's written in your head that impacts your decisions. And it was placed it was placed there as a seed to fester and grow many, many moons ago. So no one can just stop it. It's like for you to uncover, for you to understand about yourself, and for you to deal with. If you could go to therapy, I would. There's a King of Cups in your life, but I feel like I was thinking too soon because I didn't speak too soon, but he crossed my mind. And then the King of Cups came out. So this is Mr. Avery. And this is him in his emotionally unavailable energy, but full of emotions, totally full of emotions, but holding them back, right? But he's adjacent to all this to a certain degree. Like he might be involved in some chaos and conflict stuff. Um, like the sickness that you mentioned, right? But or the fact that he's not the most honest individual. But I feel like what you got going on has impacted you like the Page of Pentacles since childhood. It motivates you and it stops you at the same time. I don't know what this is. It like you can get started, but you get stunted. I don't know what this is. It's like an invisible brick wall, right? But it has to do with the way you think and what you attract. So I want you to do this because I'm not clear on what this is, and it's not really for me to be clear on. It's more for you to be clear about. I want you to maybe start a gratitude jar or something like that, something tangible because I know you write a lot. So start something for gratitude and write down. If you can't write more than one thing, write down one thing and a piece of paper that you're grateful for, right? Try to make it different each time, but if you repeat, that's fine. You might be grateful for that thing every day. You know what I'm saying? But write down what you're grateful or for. Fold that piece of paper up, put it in that jar. Put it in a jar that you'll be able to get them paper out, like you can fit your hand in, not something with no bottleneck that you're gonna have to break to get to. Put it in something that when you set your time or your date, when you want to look back at it. So maybe you look back at it like December 31st or around Christmas week, and you just look back at all the things you had to be grateful for. Just the act of doing that can shift a lot within you. Um, the more you're grateful for, the more you will have to be grateful for. So it can shift you and, like I said, your energy around you. Um, yeah, it'll change your mindset, but it also change your energy. So try that because the best spell we could ever do is the spell we put on ourselves to better ourselves, to master ourselves, to love ourselves for the most part, right? We so busy, sometimes we want revenge on other people that harmed us, but really, it's us that we got to change. Folks do deserve them pause, I'm not gonna lie, but my point is, when things happen repeatedly, it's not everybody else, it's somewhere in the core, it's us. If it keeps happening, what are we not doing, or what are we doing that attracts that, creates that? Tell me more. Look at that. You see this, y'all? It says seeing beyond. And I'm telling you, I can't see what it is, but it is something you have to see beyond. It's not it's not easily identifiable by the naked eye, but it is something within you that the average person doesn't know, that you have to dig deeper and figure out what it is. You got to use your third eye. You got to see what it is that you need to change to change your whole everything. And if you think you have nothing to change, that is the problem. Tell me more. And perfect harmony. Then I say something you need is something that's not in harmony. You're not in balance. This money is not in harmony. But the more, like I said, if you try that gratitude, this is just confirmation for me to you that if you try the gratitude exercise, and you're diligent about it. Don't just do it 2-3 times, 2 or 3 weeks, and then forget it. Set a time frame when you want to do it. It could be 1 month, it could be 3 months, and then notice what's shifting in your life within that time period. Journal that. And then when you set by the end of that month or the end of the 6 months or whatever date it is, look back at it and realize, wow, because you'll start to manifest. I promise you, you will. And I say you're gonna start to manifest. And what does this say? Bearing fruit. You start to bear fruit. Everything in your world starts to come into perfect balance and harmony. Everything starts to shift when you start to see beyond. You got to get past those blockages that are holding you back and keeping you stuck and codependent in situations you don't want to be stuck and codependent in. All right. Monica, you next, right? Is it Monica and then Black Cherry? Yes. Monica and then Black Cherry. No sugar, no cream. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Okay. Oh, got you, Carmen. But why did it register? Um, okay. Tuesday. Okay. Tuesday. Um, wait. Monica. Okay. And then Lucia. Okay, so you have a subsequent question, Monica. Thank you. Okay, what is your question? You laugh. You lost your wording. Okay. Black Cherry, are you even there? Cause it's not showing up. Oh gosh, I've been working on this girl cough and it just won't go away. Fighting me, fighting me, and fighting me. Wow, can't hold it back. Looking for get off my coat. My phone, my eyes will be kicking into it. My bags will be kind of ideas, self-esteem, make it seem like it's going to feel. I'll just bless one. You know that I'm a soloist. Maybe make a clap to this. Make a clap to this. Okay. Yeah, she wants you to go. What? All right, Spirit, give me a message for Black Cherry. No sugar, no cream. Give me a message for Black Cherry. Knight of Wands. Okay, no more in and out. Got it. Tell me more. Tell me more. Imbalance. Okay. Uh-oh. So there's no more in and out. Something nobody can juggle anymore. Something like that. High Priestess in reverse. I don't know if you do a spell work. Challenge in the lesson is to give something up for success. Really? And the moon. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. All right, I gotta say what I hear. I don't know if it makes sense. Take it how it resonates. Somebody's telling some lies. Somebody's trying to be delusional. I don't know if this has something to do with work. I don't know, but it's somebody in your life telling lies, being delusional, dropping the ball. They being a bit sloppy. Somebody's being sloppy. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing they can't lie with the Knight of Wands in reverse. That's like I can't come in and out, but it's like I can't lie in and out. But that's not really the Knight of Wands, but that's what I'm getting, right? Also that uh, you feel like sometimes you feel like giving up. And I don't mean like giving up on life, just so you just get tired of fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, why I gotta fight? Why am I fighting? What are we fighting for? Like, why can't we just be civil adults and then we could all be happy? The Six of Wands, we could all be victorious if we work together. That's the kind of vibe I get from you. It's like, I want peace. I don't want the drama. I'm tired of having to go after this and do all of that. But it's something that we're all dealing with right now, with all the different irons we have in the fire. It's something like that. The moon card is here. So there was some sort of energy. Now, I always say this because the moon represents the mother. Doesn't have to be in this case, but there's some sort of energy of confusion, not really being so emotional that you can't think clearly. You cannot see clearly. You're emotional or overall. So this is like a lot of things, not just one thing, may have you caught up in your feelings. Like, you know what I mean? I hear you need a reprieve and a release of some sort, I don't know what your living situation is, but if you can get your feet in some dirt, do it. If you could go garden or if you could plant some plants, do it. It's something about you need to ground, because if you're being triggered because people are on some nonsense, if you're getting downloads and heavy duty dreams, you're picking up on a lot of people's energy, and it's just not it, you don't feel good when you're doing too much or feeling too much. And you know what? We talked about that. Oh, we did speak about that. Don't you doing too much. But the outcome is good from whatever I'm seeing. It's still like you might have to release some wands too. It's not quite the 10 of Wands, but it's like you may need to delegate more. You might need more help from others. More masculine energy, that trustworthy energy needs to step in. Maybe more feminine energy that you trust step in. You got to stop people pleasing. You got to stop being everybody's rock and keep to yourself for a little while, right? Because there's things that you need to smooth out in your life because you can't do it all. You can't do it all. You can't be giving everybody your full attention, because then you're not giving yourself any attention. Then you having all these heavy downloads, right? And then what to do with that? What to do with that? You can't take it all on. One day I'll give you an example what I mean by that. Um, I'm in my kitchen cooking, and this girl comes to mind. Now, I recently found out her daughter died 1 or 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I think, or three, somewhere during the pandemic when they had opened up Florida. Like Florida was really closed, but she went to Florida, went to go hang out, and died in a car accident. Her daughter, beautiful girl, and I know her because, like, so she damn near not even an associate. Like we know each other on social media. She's an old friend of a friend of an old friend of mine. But we were never friends and we were never in the same circles. I may have seen her in the flesh before that 1 or 2 times, something like that. So we don't know each other. And I just got this download while I'm cooking. I said, oh shit, she's not doing well. But I've been on my mission not to be over capacitating myself, right, with people and trying to save the world and try to be everybody buddy and friend and listen to everybody's stuff, because I can't. I'm limited to what I can do. I know what I can handle and I know what I can't handle. And I know that she lost her daughter, so I reached out to our mutual friend and said, "Listen, I don't know your girl like that, but I had a download. She's not doing well." And then I want to say, 2 days later, after I had that download, I spoke it to my husband, and then I saw a Facebook post. She said something like, "I don't know. I people don't check on their um strong friends, something to that effect, but not quite that. And she is Facebook heavy, so her notifications are going to pop up, and I saw it. And it was meant for me to see it, especially for me. I pop on for birthdays, and I typically get off. I find out who died, and then I get off. So I saw that, and I was like, okay. So I called my friend. I was like, I know you're busy, but if you could take a little time out your schedule and just holler at your girl, check on her because she's not doing well. And then I saw her at the event that I did, the wedding, and I talked to her. She was in tears. She cried. We were about to exchange numbers, but somehow Spirit wouldn't let it happen. So I was like, well, this is my song. She was like, yeah, go ahead on the dance floor. So I went on the dance floor, hobbled and did my little dance. And I was, vibing until the DJ switched and I went to sit down. And then I never saw her sit back in her seat after that. So we never exchanged numbers. I feel like Spirit blocked me for capacity. It's not that I wouldn't talk to her. It's not that I didn't want to talk to her. I did make the attempt. I did share with her what happened, what I felt. And I told her, you can call me anytime. But we just never got the numbers exchanged. It's like everything ain't for me to solve. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay. She's going to get her help the way she's supposed to get her help. If it ain't meant for me, that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with it. You get me? So if you like, I know that you're a spiritual person. So you may be thinking that, I got this download. I got this knowing. I gotta go share it with this person. I gotta go help this person. It's all right to share it, but leave it with them. Let them decide what they want to do with it. You know what I mean? Don't break your neck checking on them over and over and over and over again. Mm-mm. Check on yourself right now. Right now, let that be your time so you can balance out your life. You know what I'm saying? Only go to those that's going to support you right now. Right now. There'll be times when you can extend yourself a little bit more, but right now, focus on you because you can get caught up in everybody's problems, everybody's emotions, everybody's needs, and you got enough people that need you right where you are. You know? Yes, you cannot there's nothing to pour out from an empty cup. You can't give everybody your last and then you don't have nothing for you. You can't do that. You're supposed to be whole and full and feeling generous and vibrant, right? I mean, I will say this. I had to learn the hard way. I did. I had to learn the hard way to where my body would respond to me overdoing things. Last year we got this festival coming up Saturday, and I wanted to go last year, but I went and did a job. Got so hot and so sweaty. All I wanted to do was stay home and take a shower. My family went. I didn't get to go. I was too tired from the event because I knew I had to go back and break the event down because I'm paid to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, ugh, I miss something I love doing. Um, Not that I shouldn't do the event. Don't get me wrong. But my point is, your body will sit you down and tell you that, okay, you only had the capacity to do that thing. You can't do all that you wanted to do. Okay? So you gotta pick and choose. What you love, what you need to do, or whatever, you're going to have to pick and choose. You can't do it all. You can't be there for everybody. I was fortunate enough. My children got to go. My husband took them. They had fun. End of story. I didn't ruin everybody's day. They just didn't have me there. So think about it like that. You have to conserve your energy. You have to sort out your problems. And you're going to have to tune out those that will dump their problems on you for you to solve. It's one thing if you were exchanging some things between friends, right? But trying to solve everyone's problems is the one thing you need to fall back from. Yeah, see what I'm saying? You would do best to drop them burdens. You got to. You carrying way too much. Way, 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 way too much. And you don't want that sending you to a depression. You know what I'm saying? A woe is me kind of victim mentality. Like you don't want it to put you in that energy. You're gonna have to find ways to release some of that energy and that tension too. Like go find you one of them smash rooms if you can. They said they book it by I don't know, 10-minute, 15-minute increments. I don't know. I haven't done the smash room. I've done the axe throwing, and that was fun. But I would like to do a smash room. But I heard it takes a lot out of you, and maybe you need to go do that to relieve some stress. Just dress appropriately so you don't get yourself hurt. And go break some shit up. You know what I'm saying? So you can feel better. Go release something. Me, I'd be like, can I bring something? Bearing fruit. Anymore? Yeah, and stress bears fruit too, you know. The power of your purpose. Yep. It's time to shift your energy. Oh, and shining through. It's time to shift your energy. Divine timing is here. It's time for you to refocus your energy towards your purpose. Your purpose at the moment, I'm telling you what Spirit is saying, is not for everybody. It's not, I want to be this healer to help everybody. Right now, focus on healing you. Focus on your children and you. That's it. Them animals, whatever you got. Focus on that and that alone. Everybody else is outside of your garden that you cannot tend to. All those other wildflowers out there. You got to focus on the daffodils and the tomato plants and the cucumbers and whatever else you got going on. Focus on those things and leave the rest alone so that you know what your purpose is, so that you bear the right fruit. So you don't bear the fruit of illness. You don't bear the fruit of depression. You want to bear the fruit of righteousness, manifestation, and abundance of blessing. That's what you want. So you can shine through. I don't know what you got going on that you're about to win, but you are going to have some sort of victory. Okay? Shining through is here, and the six of wands. I don't want to go too far into it. You know, I don't want to overthink it, but I just feel like there's some sort of healing and some sort of blessing coming your way. Maybe you know what it is, or maybe you haven't seen it yet, but it's coming. That sounds like something you can only expand your capacity by first working within it. Yes, ma'am. Then I started to read it all talking about people pleasing. You can listen. You can have all kinds of family members coming for you to. Oh, how should I fix this? How should I do that? You're gonna have to put them on ice and say, listen, I got a lot going on right now, and I'm sorry I can't help you at the moment. But let me call you back. Or let me call you back. And don't. You don't owe them nothing. You gotta back off of people so that you can solve your own stuff for now. Take care of you. Unapologetically. And stop trying and just be doing. Right? We trying not to use that word trying. And we doing, right? All right, Spirit, give me a message for Monica. Yep, she right. Let it go to voicemail. Check it when you feel like it. Spirit, give me a message for well, Monica, what are you walking away from? Well. Damn. Oh, I can't show that card. I'm not taking all of that. But you walking away, you walked away. Oh no, that was walked away. Past energy. 8 of Cups. Walked away from something. With the devil and the challenge and the lesson. Oh, Mr. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh boy. Let's see if that comes back out. Give me a message from Monica. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. That came out already. Uh-huh. What is going on? Tell me more. Oh. Okay, this is what I heard so far. Somebody is about to come to you with a problem to solve. Three of Swords. The same person that broke your heart wants to come with a plan. I couldn't help but see it with an Ace of Cups type of plan. Get ready for it. Okay? Somebody's about to come with the if they're not direct, it will be passive aggressive and indirect with the only you can help me, or yeah, I gotta figure out how am I gonna pay this or do this, or how am I gonna handle, I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. Somebody's coming indirectly though, more so to waste your time for a new beginning, to keep you hooked. Somebody's getting ready to come play manipulative games because something ain't working out for them. Wheel of Fortune. I don't see this as you. I feel like this is somebody else's energy, hoping for the fool's outcome. But they don't realize you already on your fool's journey because you've broken free and you're good, right? But this is somebody trying to offer you another broken heart. You see that Ace of Cups on that serve on that platter? Somebody wants to come bring you they want to bring you back into a three sword situation. Well, it's not going to work because you have free will. So I already have faith in you that the fool will be you and that you will get to start fresh. But somebody wants to come with the Lulu energy, not really working on their life and things ain't as great. And oh, I got this challenge because they know Monica loves a challenge. They know that Monica is a problem solver. They know that she can put the pieces of the puzzle together. Uh-huh. They coming. And you know what it's like? This it's like this, but it ain't this. Okay. So I'm just gonna tell you a story, and if it resonates, you get where I'm going. So back in the day, I worked for a major corporation in another town. So I used to sometimes drive in and park in the parking garage deck, whatever you want to call it, lot. And then sometimes I would catch the train and catch the bus to work. I was pregnant at the time, so sometimes I didn't feel like walking. So I would catch the bus from the train station a couple blocks up because it was really long blocks. Hustling was no big deal for me, but again, when you're pregnant, you don't want to do all of that. So I was catching the bus and saw this girl at the pizza place, and we ended up on the same bus. She was like, "Oh wow, we're on the same bus," and I'm like, "Mm-hmm." I'm not the most friendliest person with strangers. In a networking environment, I could turn on the light. You know what I'm saying? I could work the room. But strangers, I don't do strangers. I don't do strangers. I don't walk up to me and just be talking to me. Cause who are you and what do you want? I'm a very different person in that environment, in a public setting like that. So she just started talking to me, and I was like, yeah. So she was a little too friendly. I didn't get it, but I knew something was up with her, and I just didn't understand. So I remember calling my husband, telling him about it. He was like, "Oh, you just being your mean self. Stop being mean." I'm like, "I'm not being mean. Why is she all in my face? I don't know this girl. What does she want? I don't know. You just being mean. She's just being friendly. Whatever." So not long after that, I seen her again. Oh, hey, we not old long. We not old friends, boo. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being, at least kind to this person. And we get on the bus, and she starts sighing. I was like, "That's some bull. I don't even want to know." She sighed. She did it a couple times, y'all, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" Because I couldn't take it no more. What do you want? Not that I wanted to know. I wanted her to cut it out. So she starts telling me. Now she was a gay woman. Back then, because this was the early 2000s, right? Women who were feminine, gay women, they would call themselves, or homosexual. I don't know what you call each other because they all these labels now, right? But she called herself a femme, and then her um female counterpart that was Lord, what did she call her? An aggressor. That's what they call it. She was a femme, and her girlfriend was the aggressor, right? Those were back in the day called them butch. Now they just gay lesbian. I don't know. I don't know the labels. Okay, I'm just telling you what she said. So she started to whine to me that her aggressor girlfriend was mad because she was on the phone with her aggressor best friend. So I'm sitting there listening to her, and I don't want to listen to her. I don't really care. And at her birthday party was coming. I'll never forget the conversation because it was so like, why? Anyway, her birthday was coming up, and she was kicking it with her friend on the phone, and her girlfriend was getting mad, and she just doesn't understand. And I'm like, well, I can't speak from your perspective of an aggressor, but I can say that if she was actually, if this was in my world, in my understanding, if that was two men, my man would have a problem with it. So I would assume if there's two aggressor, the other aggressor is going to be jealous. Like, what you talking to my woman for, right? And she was like, well, I guess, but we're friends and we've been friends and blah, 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 blah. And my party and my party and my party. And I was just like, So this is very messy. And you making it messier. And you're triggering your aggressive girlfriend. And I really don't blame her for being pissed. And she was a little shocked by my response, but I'm like, it is what it is. Like, you playing with her feelings. And why would you do that? And I don't know. My assumption is she wanted me to side with her, but she just wanted to lay her problems out for somebody to solve. Hence the, huh, huh. So I feel like, Monica, to say all that, someone wants to come at you with the, if I whine a little bit, if I allude to something, she'll get curious enough to want to solve my problem or hear me out so that they can rope you back in. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta watch out for people that come to you with that passive aggressiveness, and they, want to rope you into something that's clearly manipulative, clearly unnecessary. It's like their own little chaos and conflict, and they want to rope you in to see, can you see my logic in it? Even though they caused the problem, can't you see where I'm coming from? And somehow want you, even if they know they're wrong, want you to come somehow solve, fix, use your logical mind. I will say this about, when I talk to you, you have some very deep insights in what you say. And I feel like someone is missing that from you, right? They could count on you for that, and they can't count on you no more. And this is not your fault. This is their not appreciating who you were and what your value is. Like, not really truly understanding your value, but in your absence, in your lack of communication, or stepping in, or whatever you used to do, and by you not doing that, they feel it's a sting of feeling your absence. It's like, I can see you, but it's like they can see you between the glass, but they can't access you the same way. And because they can't access you the same way, it's like, damn, I'm looking. I mean, I see you, but I can't touch you. I can't trigger you. I'm not getting anywhere with you. And I miss the old you. I miss that person that used to solve my problems. I miss that person that used to give me all this philosophical detail and put all this energy, because honestly, they didn't really want you to solve their problem. What they really want is your attention. And they love when they got your attention, how it hurt when they stop giving you attention. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very toxic, and that's why their offer is another three of swords. It's not harmonious. It's not new love. It's another offer to break your heart. It's another offer to play with your emotions. Another offer to invite you into chaos and conflict. But it's not an invitation to heal. It's not an invitation. It's more wasted time. It's more, let me depress her. Let me tell her all about my misfortune. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep wasting. I'm not working on anything, but let me pretend to. Let me spin my wheels so then when I can say, oh, this didn't work, because they really didn't work at it. That's why it didn't work. They waste time. This person will waste time. They will waste money, resources, energy, love. Anything is valuable to you, this person will spill it out. Like, boop, boop. Just, pour the cup out. And you, the fool being here, gives me encouragement that you're not falling for the monkey in the tailpipe. Or the banana in the tailpipe. I always say monkey. The banana in the tailpipe. You're not going for the okie doke. You're not. You're free. And they can only see you and access you with that glass barrier because you have a boundary, right? And that boundary does not let you, unless you cross your own boundaries. Because let me just re-explain boundaries for anybody that happens to hear this. Boundaries are for you, the person that is implementing the boundary, not for the other person. The other person is always going to try to cross your boundaries if they don't respect you. Okay? They will try to cross your boundaries. Your boundaries are for you. This is what I will stand for. This is what I won't stand for. And if you don't respect me, you will not have access to me. Period. Now, going against your own boundaries is knowing that they are doing that and then still getting involved. Then you cross your own boundaries. See that I fucked up the church's money? Yeah. I get the feeling uh, uh um like Freddy Krueger, but it's more than that. When we talk about like movies and horror, it's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like, let me lure you in by being sweet and nice enough that my mask is still kind of on. It may be hanging off a little bit, but you still see the mask, so maybe you go for that. And then the moment they think they got you, that mask break. And then you see Freddy Krueger behind that mask. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Next thing you know, you're back in a horror movie. July is approaching. Don't think that they forgot the discussion that was once had about the potentiality of something, right? You may have been on some fool journey, like I let that go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to entertain that. They haven't forgotten that. They think there's still a chance that that's going to come up in conversation. Probably hoping for that window of opportunity because they can only look at you from the glass right now. So if I were you, I'd never breach it again. Oh, I forgot about that. If they break it up, you forgot about that. I thought we were going to talk about it. Yeah, I don't even think there's a need for that. I think we're good the way we are. They would be crushed. Now, I don't know if they would show it, but deeply crushed. I promise you, crushed is the best words to describe it. And that's the best thing you can be. Because let me tell you something about people like this manipulative folks. The best revenge is no access. You ain't got to lift a finger. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to make excuses. You don't have to explain nothing. Just leave it alone. They don't know what to do with that because you're no longer giving the same way you used to be giving. And so they suffer the consequences of not having access to you as they should. As they should. Because why would I let you waste my time? Why would I let you depress me and give me some of your bad juju and your bad luck, okay? When you really weren't going to work on nothing to begin with. So if I give you attention or I give you more, you going to turn around, try to break my heart behind this love offer, trying to make me cry, because that's my crying card, okay? That's not new love. That's new nonsense disguised with, okay, we're going to love each other now. Mm-mm. That ain't how we do it. Tell me more. Roots of abundance. Ooh. So you got abundance and blessings coming by making other decisions, by planning yourself firmly, like your boundaries and your roots down. Like you stand in 10, you become more abundant that way. Standing on 10, girl. One at a time. The Rose's Kiss. Yes. That card came out the other day. Yep, and releasing it. Girl, let that shit go. The Rose's Kiss. I can't remember what it means with the card when she made this deck, but I will tell you what I got from it. This rose still has its thorns. And now you go to a florist, most florists de thorn the rose. You can't really handle a rose well with the stem full of thorns. This is giving the energy of somebody not being able to get to you because your boundaries are so prickly. Like they can't hold you, they can't grasp you, they can't really handle you. And you don't want anybody handling you, right? Now it'd be different if this person was sincerely different, changed individual, wanted different, doing different. That's not what this is. This person is on some nonsense, and you need to remind yourself that you willingly release this to be the fool, start your new journey. So you willingly release this. You need to make sure your thorns stay on your stems so they can't handle you. All right. Take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. I want to thank you for your donations, your participation in allowing me to read your energy. I hope that the readings were beneficial and helpful and advice. Good for you, you know. But again, use your own discernment and your own intuition. Okay. Remember, we are the ones that we need to trust first and foremost. You know, trust your gut. How do you feel about what's going on in your life? You know, if I gave you any confirmation on that, great. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. All right, so I'm going in the live. I put up 2 videos for y'all. If y'all saw them, great. If you didn't, go check them out. Please make sure you like them. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if it resonates with you. You know what I mean? I'll be back. I think I'm gonna set an every other day type of schedule because I feel like the more I keep trying to say I'm gonna do it every day, the less I'm able to do because I got other stuff going on. And then I think my summer schedule is gonna shift again. But at least the next 2 weeks, I want to try to do, like I said, every other day or something. We'll see. I still will pop on and do a live anyway and do a collective energy reading anyway. But yeah. All right, so take it how it resonates, y'all. Thanks for coming to the channel. Love you all. Peace.